At the invitation of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, President of the European Council, Mr. Antonio Costa, and the President of European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, paid a state visit to India on 25 to 27 January 2026 as the chief guest for the 77th Republic Day of India. President Costa and President von der Leyen were accompanied by a high-level delegation including High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Ms. Kaja Kallas and Trade Commissioner Mr. Maros Sefcovic. This is the first visit by the leaders of the European Union as guests of honor for the Republic Day. It symbolizes the growing closeness, depth and dynamism in EU-India relations and their joint commitment and shared interest in shaping a resilient, multipolar global order that underpins peace and stability, economic growth and sustainable development. The visit follows the historic visit of the European Union College of Commissioners led by President von der Leyen to India on 27 to 28 February 2025. The two leaders were warmly welcomed by Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Then they travelled together in a ceremonial procession to attend the Republic Day celebrations and witness the parade. For the first time ever, a contingent consisting of representatives from both the European military staff and the European Union Naval Operations Atlanta and ASPIDES participated in Republic Day parade. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with President Antonio Costa and President Ursula von der Leyen, co-chaired the 16th EU-India Summit in New Delhi on 27 January 2026 and underlined their commitment to raise the EU-India strategic partnership to a higher level based on shared values and principles including democracy, human rights, pluralism, rule of law and the rules-based international order with the UN at its core. They committed to tackling security threats, promoting inclusive and sustainable growth, strengthening economic resilience and security, advancing climate and biodiversity action, and accelerating progress on the sustainable development goals. The leaders also addressed the EU-India Business Forum attended by CEOs and industry leaders from both the sides, where they called for ambitious private sector investment to harness synergies in critical sectors and for new business initiatives to drive closer trade and investment ties. The leaders commended progress on the EU-India strategic partnership. The two sides reiterated their determination to further reinforce their strategic partnership, delivering tangible benefits for both sides. The summit took place against the backdrop of the positive momentum in EU-India relations in recent years and sustained high-level engagement across all domains. The leaders hailed the successful conclusion of negotiations of the landmark EU-India Free Trade Agreement (FTA). This historic deal is a milestone in the EU-India strategic partnership that will significantly enhance bilateral trade and investment ties, drive shared prosperity, strengthen resilient and diversified supply chains, and support sustainable and inclusive growth. The leaders welcomed the signing of the EU-India Security and Defence Partnership, the first such overarching defence and security framework between two sides that will deepen ties in the domains of maritime security, defence industry and technology, cyber and hybrid threats, space and counter-terrorism, among others. The leaders emphasized the importance of an effective multilateral system with the United Nations at its core. They underlined the necessity of comprehensive reform of the UN Security Council to make it more representative, inclusive, transparent, efficient, effective, democratic, accountable, and reflective of contemporary geopolitical realities. They emphasize the World Trade Organization's central role in the multilateral trading system and global trade governance, and underline that meaningful, necessary, and comprehensive reform of the World Trade Organization is essential to improve its function so that it is better suited to advance all members' objectives. The leaders underscored the importance of close cooperation on regional and global security matters, acknowledging that the security and prosperity of Europe and the Indo-Pacific are interconnected. On Ukraine, the two sides expressed concern over the ongoing war, which continues to cause immense human suffering and carries global consequences. Both sides will continue to support efforts toward the achievement of a comprehensive, just, and lasting peace in Ukraine through dialogue and diplomacy, based on the principles of the UN Charter and of international law, including independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity.